Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be ranking the half wigs that I tried in 2025. Now, I have a video where I rank the crochet hair, but I've tried a few half wigs in this year, and I honestly am going to say this right now on camera. There's going to be some more in 2026. So just be prepared. 2025, I kind of eased you into it. 2026, it's gonna be less ease. You can't be like, where did this come from? I didn't know she was doing this. I'm telling you right now, I am. Be on alert. Have your head on a swivel that there's not just one protective style coming next year. There's gonna be a couple. There's gonna be some times I wear my own hair, maybe for a little bit of time, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna talk about the half wigs that I tried, reviewed, had on in this year, and my thoughts on them because I did wear them. I took 3 of these to Tokyo with me, and I have some thoughts based on my time with them. Like, I knew I was taking a chance traveling in a half wig with synthetic half wigs. All of these on this list this year are synthetic. All of them are also from Outre. I didn't really mess with any other brands this year just because a half wig requires you to have some of your hair out, and I don't know if every brand has the color that I need like Outre does. Outre has it, and so we're going to start with the hair I did not like at all. I did not like. And then we're gonna go up to the hair that I do like. I'm gonna say everything I say is my opinion, and it's also not based on every single day wearing it. I rotate these things out. This list might honestly be flipped in 2026. There might be some wigs that I live in a bit more that I have a different feeling on and can provide you that information at a later date. Also, every single wig in this video I purchased with my own money. This is not sponsored by Outre. I either buy them from Elevate Styles or Sam's Beauty too, and then Amazon is where I've purchased them, but links will be down below. Everything I'm saying also is just going to be a quick little 60 seconds. If you want to see me putting it on and my thoughts at putting it on, I have videos and I'll link those down below. But I will start with my least favorite wig this year. It should be no surprise to you because I have gone in on this wig over and over again. It's Lumi. Lumi. I'm not going to say Outre in every single one because know that 8 through 1 all are going to be Outre. So let's just cut it and just say the names of them. Lumi. I was lied to, bamboozled, led astray. I bought that wig 100% because of Brittany. The Hearts and Cakes 90. I Fancy Cupcakes. Love her down. I saw her try it. I think I immediately went to my cart and went boop, doop, 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 getting into the DR2 chocolates, the exact same color she had it in. I bought that wig in the exact same color that she bought it in, that she had it in, that she reviewed it in. I unboxed it. I had it in my hand in the same color. It said it on the thing. Child, why was that not even the same color? I'm just really mad. People might be like, well, just buy it again and get it in the right color. Like, maybe they'll send you the right color. Maybe. I shouldn't have to spend money again. I spent $26 with no recourse on a hair that was just a flop. And to me, I think I just got inferior color and an inferior quality wig. Like, it looks stringy. It looked like one of those hair that's not going to last you more than a week. You can get maybe a week out of that. And I know these are all synthetic, and so some of them don't last forever. But I think if you wore the baddest, the greatest synthetic wig every single day, you could probably get 3 weeks out of a great quality synthetic unit. Not Lumi. Okay, mad that my color didn't match hers. Bought the same exact color. I don't think it's an Elevate Styles issue because I bought it from Elevate Styles because Elevate Styles just pulls it from their inventory, right? Something Outre did in their factory when they packaged it before sending it to Elevate Styles was the issue. I don't like not having a consistent brand, especially when you're creating something that's synthetic, that you know you're doing over and over and again in a factory. I don't know what color that was supposed to be. Looks like it's just highlights. It looked like it was primarily a 2 or a 1 with just 30 highlights in it. I'm sure many other people like me buy stuff because they see a creator do it. And my anger, again, is not misplaced. It's never at the creator. It should never be at me. If you ever buy a crochet hair and I review it in a color and you receive packs that are not the same color, and I bought it too, Like, she bought it with her own money. I bought it with my own money. We just have two different situations. I don't ever want to make a video on a big scale, get a lot of views, and then my audience ever be disappointed. So I'm disappointed in you, Train. That's why I'm starting it out. Like, don't think this video is praising every wig y'all got. Y'all messed me up with that. Don't do it again. Next, number 8, we got Nisha H303. I took that with me to Tokyo. Y'all know how I don't necessarily love a straight synthetic crochet hair, how you will not see me try a straight synthetic crochet hair on my channel. I'm just anti it. I love a curly. I think a curly is better than a straight when it comes to synthetic hair because it's just high maintenance, a lot of brushing. It's synthetic fibers. It's never going to be human hair. I should have took my own advice with this because it's too long. I think the issue isn't that it's straight, it's just too long. You're having to constantly brush it. It gets tangled. If you are somewhere where you're not constantly around a brush, it just becomes a headache and nightmare. So I'm not a huge fan of I think it was 28 inches. There's a certain point where you can stop. I think 18 inches would have been enough. I think 18, maybe 16, I think a short would be so cute. I'd love to see it in a much shorter way. Probably would look like a nice natural blowout type of a style. Just too long was my issue with it. I think you're going to be okay for maybe a 1-day situation with this if it's needed for 1 day, special occasion, one night only. Okay. But you know, this ain't no habitual. This ain't no habitual hair, in my opinion, unfortunately. Next, we have Nicolette. I think on the same path as Lumi. I would pick Nicolette over Lumi, but I think it's a hair that's not going to be around for a long time. It's one of those hair that I think good for a short stint, not good for a long period of time, just because I think it would get extremely stringy. If it already comes out of the box already on some stringy shenanigans, it's not going to bode well for a long period of wear, unfortunately. Next, number 6, y'all love it. It's the people's favorite. It's the people's favorite. I need to play around with it more in 2026. Not to say it's bad. I think everything from here on up is a good unit. With a ranking, one got to be number 1, some got to be number 3, some got to be number 6, and Misha is number 6. Cute unit. I just need to, again, I think it's the length thing for me. I feel like something about something that's on paper, I'm probably sure it said 20 something inches, but in reality, it's like a, you know, a cute little 12, maybe 14-ish. Adorable unit, just not my number 1. Again, I have Misha. I'll keep playing around with Misha. But Misha's number 6, right below Susanna. I like Susanna. I think that was a cute one. I think it was fun. I think it was another hair. Misha's probably more natural in feel. Susanna's a little bit more silky for more fine hair. But I think I like Susanna a bit more than I like Misha. But that, again, so everything I say, subject to change in the next year. Number 4, I keep going back and forth on Tanner. I think I'm going to have to wear Tanner out a little bit more. I like Tanner. Every time I think of Tanner in theory, I get a little scared because it is a little thinner. The density isn't as full as maybe Kimmy or some Nisha's. It's a little bit more of a finer hair. Great for someone who has fine hair. Like if you're somebody who like, I have fine hair myself, it'll be great for your edges. But I think Tanner is a good summer wig. Whereas I think Misha, maybe Nisha, are all Nisha. I think these would be great winter, fall time wigs. I think Tanner, because it's so lightweight, it's not going to feel heavy. Number 3, Kimmy. I really like Kimmy. Kimmy, I took with me to Tokyo as well, and I enjoyed her more than I like Nisha H303. Like, it just was a wig that looked good. I like the situations I wore it in. I did not leave, unfortunately. Both Kimmy and Nisha H303 were left in Tokyo. I don't have them with me. Nisha needed to stay because she just needed to stay. She needed to stay behind. I wore it as much as I could, and I needed to make weight on the trip back. I needed to be able to fit, and my luggage not be over 50 pounds. So it needed to stay. Kimmy stayed only because that's the hair I wore to the tea ceremony. And those women really, when I sat down, I didn't realize they were going to do your hair. I didn't know they was going to do my hair for the tea ceremony. I was like, I got a wig on, y'all. I'm just let y'all know. And they did a fantastic job just with how they styled Kimmy. But I think once they styled it, I was like, I need to let this go. I gotta let Kimmy go. They did a lot. They did a lot of bobby pins. They did a lot of work to it. But I'm gonna definitely repurchase another Kimmy. My next wig was the other wig I brought in Tokyo that did a fantastic job, and I brought back. That's the wig I wore on my way back. I brought back Hazel. Hazel was phenomenal. I think it's a great length, a little bit shorter than Kimmy, but gives what I think is needed for everyday wear. I think that's a good everyday unit. Some of these other units, maybe like Misha, I think Tanner, all these will be good for every day. Nisha H303 might be better for like a dramatic situation, but I liked Hazel for I like this every day. It's the wig I wore on the plane there, on the plane back. Just an overall good unit. And then last but not least, a drama filled unit. We got the Nisha H304. I think she's that girl. She's that wig. I'm gonna buy another. It's about time. We're 1 year in with the Nisha H304. I love it. I love this unit. Very full, got a lot of good density to it. Very bouncy, got the volume. It has everything you're looking for. The texture is yucky. Whereas I think Hazel, Kimmy, all of those, I do love the texture that is that more yucky texture, not the more silky like a Tanner, like a Lumi. I don't like the stringiness because I think the stringiness can be good or bad. Like, I think sometimes they can wear themselves to where they get a little bit more natural over wear. If it starts out too stringy or too silky or too soft, it can be a good thing in that it can transition into more wearable or more realistic later on. Sometimes when it's already so realistic, like a Nisha, the Nisha H304 or 303, it can only get worse. I think something that's silky that gets a little bit more worn can be worn a little bit longer. I think something that's already like a Nisha, but Nisha H304, I don't wear it all the time, but when I do, it's always good. I just store them in the containers they come in. I put them in my little hair cubby and I go on about my day. You guys, let me know down below. Is there a wig you want me to try half wigs? I'm not a full wig girl. I don't think I will. I mean, not to say I'm never say never. Never say never. Not to say I will not try a full wig. It's just that I get a little bit self-conscious when I feel a little bit more covered and protected with the leave out. Like, even though, do people know it's a wig? Probably. But I think I'm fooled. My mind is tricked a little bit with a V part and a half wig because I got a little bit of hair out. And I'm like, they don't know. I'm fooling them. And it's like, are you, girl? Are you, girl? I'm just self-conscious with lace. Like, I'm always like, I know they're not looking at me in my eye. I know they're looking at my lace. It's not about what other people feel. Like, why am I even thinking about what they looking at? Like, I need to be confident in myself. I know that, but I also know that I'm not. Being truthful with yourself means not lying to yourself too. And I'd be lying if I said I always feel confident in everything that I do. But if there's a unit, again, that you want me to try, it doesn't have to be from Outre. It could be from Sensation Now, Model. Anybody who got the half wig game locked, let me know. I do also love my IC wig. That's a human hair wig. I just didn't include it in this list because I don't feel like I pulled for it, but like a couple of times this year. But I do have 2 more human that'll be coming next year as well. So more to come. More. It's not over. It's far from it, actually. It might be a little bit more than the normal. So just be there. Be with me through this journey. Make sure you're subscribed so you're seeing what I produce in 2026, as well as have that notification bell on so you're alerted as I produce that content. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans in a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.